Hello students, we were discussing the topic halogen derivatives. In the first lecture we have seen what is meant by halogen derivatives and then the different types of halogen derivatives, that is classification of halogen derivatives. After that, in the second lecture we have seen the nomenclature of these halogen derivatives, and as you know that we are interested in the JEE or NEET or CET exams. So in this lecture we are going to see, or we are going to take some examples, or we are going to take some problems, and we are going to solve these multiple choice questions. So today we are going to see the multiple choice questions, and the same question, if it is asked for JEE, how the question will be said. If it is asked for NEET, then how the question will be said, and if it is asked for CET, how the question will said. In the first lecture I have told you that the JEE exam is slightly tougher one, then the NEET exam slightly easy, and then the CET exam which is quite easy. Okay, so we are going to see the same questions and how they can be asked for these three different types of exams. Okay, the first multiple choice question is like this: which of the following is not an allylic halide? Okay, the question is which of the following is not an allylic halide. When you say not allylic halide, the not is underlined, okay, so that you can easily look at that particular thing. The examples will be given, and from those examples you will have to see which is not allylic halide. That means out of these four options, three options will be allylic halide and the one option will be not allylic halide, and that will be the correct option. Now the first option is 4-bromo pent 2-ene. Okay, 4-bromo pent 2-ene. When you write this particular structure 4-bromo pent 2-ene, you have to write 5 carbon atoms in a straight chain. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 carbon atoms are written in the straight chain, and then on carbon atom number 2 there is a double bond. So 2 and 3 there is double bond, and on carbon atom number 4 there is bromine. You know, in allylic halide what is done? The halogen atom is present on the carbon which is sp3 hybridized, okay, and which is nearer to the sp2 hybridized carbon. Now in this particular example you will say the halogen atom is present over here, and this halogen Br is over here, and this particular carbon is sp3 hybridized, and the next carbon should be sp2 hybridized. So next carbon which is double bonded, so this will be sp2 hybridized. So the first example 4-bromo pent 2-ene is nothing but it is allylic halide. So our first option is wrong. Wrong means first option is allylic halide and we want not. Okay, then the second option is like this. The second option is 3-bromo 2-methyl but 1-ene. Okay, when you say but 1-ene, that means there are 4 carbon atoms and there is double bond on the first carbon atom, and then on carbon atom number 3 there is bromine, on carbon atom number 2 there is methyl. So this is 3-bromo 2-methyl but 1-ene. Now here again we have to see whether this is an allylic halide or not. Look at this particular carbon atom which is sp3 hybridized, which has bromine in it. Okay, so this is sp3 hybridized. So this carbon atom should be sp2 hybridized, and this is sp2 hybridized because it has the double bond. Okay, so this is also an allylic halide. So this will not be our correct option. Okay, then the third option, 1-bromo but 2-ene. Okay, 1-bromo but 2-ene. Now in this particular structure there are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 carbon atoms are there. So on carbon atom number 1 there is bromine, okay, and this carbon is sp3 hybridized. The next carbon should be sp2 hybridized, and this is sp2 hybridized because there is double bond. Okay, so this is again an allylic halide. Okay, and now this particular compound 4-bromo but 1-ene. So there are 4 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. There is double bond over here. So this particular carbon is sp2 hybridized. Okay, and this particular carbon is sp3 hybridized. Now when this carbon has halogen atom which is sp3 hybridized, the next carbon should be sp2, but this is again sp3, so this is not an allylic halide. So our correct option is D, that is 4-bromo-but-1-ene. Okay, so this is the correct option. The remaining are all allylic halides. The fourth option is not an allylic halide. Okay, so this will be the correct option. Then the second multiple choice question. Identify haloalkane from the following. Okay, identify haloalkane from the following. The options are like this. One is 2-bromopentane. 2-bromopentane. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. On carbon number 2 there is bromine, CH3, CH2, CH, CH and CH3. 2-bromopentane. Bromopentane. This is the first example. Now this particular compound is haloalkane because there is halogen atom and this is the derivative of alkane, so this is haloalkane. Okay, that means you will say that this particular example is correct. Okay, or this is the correct option. But then we have to see the other options also. The second option is vinyl chloride, that is CH2 double bond CHCl. Okay, this is vinyl chloride. Now this vinyl chloride is not it is also haloalkane, but this is haloalkene. So this is not the correct option. Then the third option is 2-chloroacetophenone. 2-chloroacetophenone. Acetophenone is like this. This is benzene ring. Then acetophenone means there is C double bond O CH3 and on carbon atom number 2 there is Cl. Okay, 2-chloroacetophenone. This is not an alkyl halide or haloalkane because this is aromatic compound, so this will not also be there. And the fourth one is trichloromethane, CHCl3, trichloromethane. Okay, trichloromethane is haloalkane again. Okay, because this is tri-halo derivative of alkane, which is methane, and 2-bromopentane, this is also haloalkane because this is monohalogen derivative of alkane. So our option will be number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. Our options are 1 and 4. Okay, options are 1 and 4. That means 2 are correct answers. So the options will be 1 and 4. The remaining option will be given like this. Option 1 only, option 2 and 3, option 1 and 4 and option 4 only. Okay, so out of these our option will be option 1 and 4. Now the next question. Which of the following is a primary alkyl halide? Which of the following is a primary alkyl halide? The options are like this. Isopropyl iodide, CH3, CHI and CH3. This is first option or A. Then the second is secondary butyl iodide, CH3, CHI, CH2, CH3. Then the third option is isobutyl iodide, CH3, CH, CH3, CH2 and isobutyl iodide. And the fourth option is tertiary butyl iodide. CH3, C, then CH3, CH3 and I. They want which of the following is primary alkyl halide. Okay. Now, if you look at the number 1, this is a secondary alkyl halide because the halogen atom is attached to secondary carbon atom. Then B, this is also a secondary alkyl halide because halogen atom is attached to secondary carbon atom. Now this is a primary alkyl halide because halogen atom is attached to primary carbon atom, and this is isobutyl iodide. So the correct option is isobutyl iodide. And the fourth one is tertiary butyl iodide. The halogen atom is attached to tertiary carbon atom. So option C is correct. Okay. Then one more question we'll see, and that particular question is match the following. Now this particular question can be asked for NEET or it can be asked for JEE. There will be two parts. The first part is column 1 and column 2. The first example is CH3 CHCl2. Then the second will be, or B will be Cl CH2 CH2 Cl. Then the third one will be CH2 double bond CHCl, and the fourth one will be option D is CH2 Cl, then CH double bond CH2. Okay, these are the 4 examples which are given, and in column 2 the type is given. The first is allylic halide. Allylic halide. The second one is geminal dihalide. The third one is vicinal dihalide. And the fourth one is vinylic dihalide. Vinylic halide, not dihalide, sorry. Okay, and we have to match these 4 options with the column number 2. Now if you look at this particular question, you will find the first one is a dihalide. Okay, now dihalide option is there in number 2 and number 3. Okay, but when 2 halogen atoms are attached on the same carbon atom, then it is called as geminal dihalide. Okay, so this will be geminal dihalide. Then option B, this is also a dihalide, and when 2 halogen atoms are attached to separate adjacent carbon atoms, they are called as vicinal dihalides. So this B matches with the third option. A matches with the second option, then B matches with the third option, then C. C option is vinylic halide. because there is CH2 double bond CHCl. So this is vinyl group and this is vinylic halide. So C option matches with the fourth one. And the D option is an allylic halide. It is obvious. Okay. Now this particular question will be asked for either JEE or NEET. It will not be asked for the CET exam, because in CET the 1 mark question is there, and for JEE or NEET there are 4 mark questions. So the 4 mark question will be asked like this. Okay. So these are the examples which we have taken. We are going to see some more examples, but then in the next video we are going to see the preparation methods for these halogen derivatives. So we'll see the first preparation method. There is preparation of monohalogen derivatives or alkyl halides. Then we'll go to the haloarenes, because though in the topic the different types of halides are taken: monohalogen derivatives, dihalogen derivatives, trihalogen derivatives, tetrahalogen derivatives, or the halogen derivatives of alkenes, halogen derivatives of alkynes, then aryl halides. Out of these two, we are going to see the monohalogen derivatives and aryl halides only. So this is sufficient for today's lecture. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much. Sige? 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 Sige?